Welcome to Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 teams, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So Iowa State's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Takes the handoff. It's McNabb. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Right down the middle. Picked off. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They'll try the run. Fakes his man out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Can't get him to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Kane. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Dances away to buy time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front got to...
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Using his feet to buy time. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Pulls and fired complete. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang good.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll let it fly. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in.
I want to see that instant replay. Look at that. Boom. Found that. 12. 2. 15. Oof.
Down Miami. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State.
Fuck, what's this nigga? Piece of shit.
First and 10. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there and you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Offense gets set for second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, looking again to throw. Using the quick game. He threw it down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
That's a safety.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get in it.
Challenge.
A timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
Again. That's a safety.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Hunt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how...
Looking deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback is snowed under. And the Canes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Okay, nigga, you one of them type of fucking CPU, huh?
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Going up top on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They're trying to get to it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Connection to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Caught behind the line. It's McNabb. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On first down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Boise State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags. That trip back to southwestern Idaho. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. A 1st down for the offense. He's going to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. And he eluded the defense. And he'll...
Bitch. That's how far I got that one. So 20, so that's about 5.
Touchdown, K. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Cyclones will boot it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs coming.
Lofts one high and deep. Fires a foot.
No, I hate giving up interceptions.
He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
You get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll. You roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Soften them up with a run. Now to throw. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Any one of those teams.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Canes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Iowa State sending the offense back out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. And the Cyclones pick up the 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the ground, he's got it again. Still running at the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for... Store. We'll see as we start the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw it. He fires a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab on the left side. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Looking for a crease. It's McNabb. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Line gets set, first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The short hands, it's Hunt. Great move, now he's got room. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Miami!
Okay, next one. Okay, her yards more.
Has been extended. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
She's already sleeping. She's already a knocked out sleeper.
From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Quarterback extends the play.
Yeah, she's gonna be up early, so get ready.
He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming in the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback.
Yeah.
And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Crosses the 45. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it.
Ah, fuck.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He's looking downfield to throw.
Damn.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And this punt will be down just in...
Oh, yeah, let's get some yards. Let's get 50.
Yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best plays.
Lost one deep down the right side.
Damn, wrong way, dog.
Through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Snags it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense called. The second one they've used this half. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Coming after it. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Old Dominion is going to enjoy the trip back to Norfolk after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Ballard Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game.
Yeah, nigga.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year.